Guys, hi Driton and Nils. Hi, how are you doing today?
I'm good. The weather is a bit cold, but it's good.
Yeah, it's really cold. And how are you doing, Nils?
Good too. Yeah, we had the lunch in Stockholm, and yeah, now.
And you're also very hairy, so you're not so cold as Driton.
Yeah, that's the benefits. Yeah.
So what about the beard? Should it stay or go?
It should stay longer. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm working on that. We'll see. But
it's a matter of patience. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess beards are very trendy. But we're not here to talk about trends. You are two of the guys working at Frama. What is Frama?
Frama is a Copenhagen-based design company. And yeah, Driton is a partner and I'm the partner as well. So we are basically the owners. So we are kind of independent without any big investors and anything. So it's our own small money.
You've been around for quite a few years now, Driton, haven't you? I mean, when did Frama start?
Approximately 5 years ago, more or less. But we started with agencies, and then the last 3 years we started with our own collection and the brand of Frama.
And so how big is the collection?
Yeah, how big is it? Sometimes I don't know myself, but I think we're about 10 or 15 products right now, more or less.
So 10 of you, and you're basically doing like furniture. It's just a Frama piece. So
yeah. Yes, everything here is a Frama piece, and we do like tables, stools, chairs, but we don't have like 10 chairs. We have 1 chair, and we don't have 10 tables, but 2 tables. So we're more wide than we are kind of deep in the selection.
I see. Driton, you talked to me earlier about that you want to do design that's more than just physical objects. You talked about doing things for like a specific person. Who is the Frama person you are designing for?
It's a person who is focused in materiality, more or less, and things has to have kind of a classic touch with a contemporary feeling. So that's more or less it, and then having a lifestyle put into it will make them like more valued for the life. So that's.
So what kind of things is that then? We talked about paints, for instance.
It could be like we did with this Frama paint. We did a collaboration with Jotun. Painting company from Norway, which we did it for the gallery show we have in Copenhagen, and then we liked it so much that we are using it for some other things. It's like the room dividers you see here, and also can be used for future on to produce in our own cans, stuff like that. So that's one of the new steps we're working with.
So you do paint colors for walls. What else would be for a Frama person? What else do you need from Frama?
As long as it's something like quality, actually. So it could be anything from music to whatever, actually. I mean, like food or like a cookbook or like a piece of, like a T-shirt, whatever. I mean, it's not about the product, but about the approach to the piece, basically. Of course, I mean, our DNA and identity and etc. is based on the furniture and design. So. That's our core, but we like to do something which is like going a little bit, I don't know what you call it, but next to the core. Yeah.
So is there anything that you wouldn't do? Like, I'm just thinking about like bad things like condoms. What is there anything like you wouldn't do?
I mean,
we are very what you call analogued, and I don't know. There's a Danish word called håndholdt. It's like so everything that's related to that, basically, like we wouldn't necessarily do. I couldn't imagine us doing kind of tablets covers or like a toast machine or whatever, you know, like, or if we did it, it would be very kind of old school looking, or like a kind of, I don't know, something different.
You seem like you want to comment on that, Triton.
Yeah, what he said more or less. It depends what it is, but we're not limited to do what it should be. But again, if it should be things which we are not used to, then we should look into it so it fits to our DNA.
So what are you doing here in Stockholm then?
We're showcasing our collection and some new products at Nordiske Galleriet, which we're very proud of, because it's a store that I think they existed from 1933 or something, and they have very like established brands like Mui, BB, Italia and stuff. So we think it's a big honor to be here representing like upcoming new designs and contemporary pieces.
What are the new pieces then?
The new pieces would be like a Frama trestle table with a glass top, which is marble, glass, and steel. We also have we have a big dining table in marble and cork, in diameter diameter 130 by Nikolai V. Hansen. It's a larger size of what we have in the background, and with a small variation of that, but that's really nice. We have other pieces like our stool Adam by Toge Lauritsen. It now comes with a leather top, which is like a small thing, but it just gives a different look.
I see. So the last question then, I guess you will be the one who will have to answer the tricky question, Dritan. Let's see how you do on that. So are you doing Scandinavian design?
I would say we're trying to do an international design, which is a combine between some Scandinavian touch with an international approach. That might be the one how I see it actually.
Would you agree on that, Niels?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we are an international team because we're people from, like Dritan has an Albanian background, and we also have a colleague with a Turkish background, and we have one from Washington. And so our mindset is very international, I would say, and our materiality, like the materials we work with, and production designers, like we have a Japanese architect also. So it's, for us, it's just, we're based in Copenhagen, but we think open. I mean, we don't either think international or local. I mean, it's just, everything is kind of like more abstract and stuff.
Okay, thank you very much. Very interesting approach. Well, good luck, guys, and I hope the Stockholm audience is nice to you tonight, and good luck with the opening, and have a great time. Moi moi! Hey! Hi, I'm here at the Marimekko store in Stockholm, Sweden. We are here to see the new launches of some new textiles. What are we looking at?
So behind me you will see a part of our new Spring-Summer 2015 collection called Mindscapes. And these here behind me are new prints by a designer called Kustaa Saksi, who's a quite well-known Finnish artist.
I love his work. I collected some stamps with his design on it as well. So, Kusta Saksi, I mean, you've been working with all of the Finnish designers now. Are there anyone left you haven't worked with?
There are still a lot of interesting people left for sure, but I'm very happy to have Kusta on board for this collection.
Are you going to be like working a lot with him? Is like your new main designer, or?
We are negotiating with him also, possibly in the future, but we don't know yet. But
So the colors here are quite amazing. The coral red and the navy blue and whatever. But what's your favorite pattern of all the previous Marimekko prints?
that's an impossible question. We have an archive of 3,500 prints at the moment, so to pick one is kind of an impossible mission. But I always like working with the new prints because it's something new for our work as well. So
How many new prints do you do per year?
it depends on the year. We try to do things that we feel relevant, so it's not about the number, it's more about the quality. So it really depends, but it's quite a lot.
And this year you're doing how many?
That's a difficult question. I would say around maybe 20.
And you had the celebration year last year, was it, for Unico? I mean, are you doing any more? So this is this year, 2014. So are you doing any more like celebrations?
Well, actually, our latest or the last Unico celebration is going to be happening next week in Japan, where we have a pop-up cafe with Unico. But otherwise, we've been traveling around the world and bringing joy to people's lives with Unico, since Unico is such a great way of doing that. People just tend to start to smile when they see the flower.
I do understand absolutely. This is a classic print. So this is a very Swedish, this is a very Finnish brand, Marimekko, and you have the Finnish market is one of your biggest markets. Would you say that the design that you do is very Scandinavian or Nordic? Is Marimekko Scandinavian or Nordic design?
Marimekko is definitely Nordic design, yes. Our values are very Nordic, and I think our prints come to life in nature, and they're inspired by the nature. So in that way, I think it's definitely very Nordic.
It's very nice and it's very colorful, but it's not very reduced. I mean, sometimes you talk about Scandinavian Nordic design as very minimalistic. This is not minimalistic, but you still say this is a Nordic design?
Absolutely, since that's where our heart is, and that's where our values come from. But still, there are two sides to Marimekko. There is a very abundant flower side to Marimekko, but then there is also the more quiet side, which is maybe more of that minimalistic feel.
Absolutely. Okay, I wish you good luck with that harvest dinner that you're going to have tonight. And do you have
Hi Jonas, we are now in southern parts of Sweden. We're in Rydboholm, just outside of Borås. What are we doing here?
You are visiting the oldest textile factory in Sweden, established in 1834. What we do is that we print textiles with different patterns way back from the 1920s, 1930s. We do products for the light out sector, and we also sell our products to the contract sector. That is for offices, that it could be for schools, universities, etc.
But a textile factory in Sweden, that sounds very unusual, is it? Or in Scandinavia? How many like textile factories are there in Scandinavia?
Well, 50 years ago there were around 50, 60 factories in this region, and today there are 3 players left. We are one, and there are 2 others.
And one is in Helsinki, or what?
Well, it's yeah, you could say one is in Helsinki. Yes. So yeah, it's quite
So I just had to cut because I have so many phone calls that's disturbing our interview. I'm sorry about that, Jonas. I love your fabrics. Have you chosen your favorite yet?
I have many favorites. That's one of those.
You just made it. You just made it easy.
We have so many patterns, so would be unfair.
But is this typical Scandinavian design then? Sorry, I need to give you the mic as well. So is this typical Scandinavian design?
That is a typical Scandinavian design. That is.
Why do you say that?
Well, it's for one thing, is from one of the most famous Scandinavian designers, Stig Lindberg, and well, it's from an era throughout the time. The combination of the different parts in the pattern in itself, which make it a very traditional or specific Scandinavian design.
So you're looking through your archives and your 15,000 patterns. So how do you look forward?
We are in a process right now of digitalizing our different patterns, and then we will group them into different type of patterns. It could be graphical or romantic or from a certain time epoch. And from there on, we will obviously bring all these patterns to the markets, and that is the base or foundation of our business. That's our pattern.
And how do you find new designers? You're just talking about your old patterns. How do you find new designers?
Well, we find our new designers by actually scoping the market and through different kind of sectors, such as architects, textile designers, could be furniture designers, could be garment designers, all kind of professional people within different kind of professions, and we try to combine all of those ideas of and to bring that down to Ljungbergs Factory, and actually that will determine the future product development and what patterns that we will bring out for the future.
Thank you very much, Jonas, for having me at Trendstefan TV, and I guess I'm going to see you more in February without saying too much. Yeah, I'll see you in February, right?
February. We look forward to that.
Yeah. Okay, well, see you, Jonas, and thanks for having me.